Every Alaska cruise itinerary includes scenic sailing, potentially to see some beautiful waterfalls and glaciers, perhaps going through the fjords. On our sailing with the Quantum of the Seas, our itinerary included Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier. I'm going to show you our experience in those areas and show you some of the best places to be on the ship to get good photos and videos. Our itinerary said we would be enjoying scenic sailing of the Endicott Arm from 5 a.m. until 10 a.m. Now, 5 a.m. is pretty early to wake up on the cruise, but you really don't want to miss any of those Alaskan views. So what we did was turn on our stateroom television so that we could see the real-time front view from the camera and decide whether we were ready to get up or not. And the verdict? Yes, it's time to check out the balcony. It was pretty chilly on the balcony this early in the morning as we sailed into the beginning of Endicott Arm. The sun was not fully risen above the mountains yet, and the clouds pretty much covered the mountains, making it difficult to see the shoreline. But already there are chunks of ice floating in the water with the promise of more to come. I took a break to get some coffee and a pastry, but by the time I returned, the sun was brighter and the cloud cover had risen some. The shoreline is much clearer now, and look at the difference in the appearance of the color of the water. Our ship sails very slowly up Endicott Arm. We see some waterfalls, and look at that brilliant blue in this glacial ice in the water. Up ahead, though, it seems to be much cloudier where we are headed. We are nearing Dawes Glacier, so I decide to go to the front of the ship to see what the view is at that angle. While here, the captain announced that there is an iceberg in our path and that this will be as close as we can get. He will be rotating the ship for us to view it. I go back down to my balcony cabin and look at the view from here. What a contrast now! Right outside my balcony door, there is brilliant green-looking water. Lots of vegetation on the cliffs. As I pan my camera closer to the glacier, the skies are much cloudier and everything looks gray and bleak. There's Dawes Glacier in the distance, and I can zoom in to get a picture. At least I knew what I was looking for. I had friends on that sailing who had never sailed before and didn't really know what to look for to see the glacier. And if you didn't really know what to look for, you might miss it. You might think it's just a path of the water or the sky. But knowing what to look for, we could pick it out. That was disappointing, but this is Alaska, and that's what you are going to find. Every time you come, the view will be a little bit different. Sometimes one thing will be more spectacular than another. I had friends on this very same ship, very same itinerary, 1 week earlier than us. And this is the picture she got of Dawes Glacier from the ship. I'm a little bit jealous. Well, our ship does make its turn, and we start heading back out the way we came. We see some additional waterfalls and ice flows. The best thing about having a balcony in Alaska is the option to quietly sit out on your own space to enjoy the nature as you sail. Or sit inside and enjoy the view in climate-controlled comfort. But on our ship, there are several other options for watching the sailing and getting that perfect photo, and I'm going to give you the tricks of where to go. But first, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you're watching me on a mobile phone, you click the little icon of me just above the comments, and that will let you subscribe. There should also be a little button that says subscribe if you're watching me on other devices, and you can click that button. Or just search Shirley's Journeys until you find my little icon and click on it. Subscribing helps me out so much. It tells YouTube that what I do is valuable, and eventually YouTube will start paying me for these videos. So if you subscribe, that helps me toward that journey. Thank you very much. Here on the Quantum of the Seas, there are many tables in the Windjammer Buffet where you can enjoy scenic sailing and grab a meal or a snack at the same time. Toward the aft of the Windjammer, I found a very uncrowded spot indoors, and to get some photos without having glass distortion, the outdoor seating area for the Windjammer is another really good spot for aft views. The outdoor pool area has nice large windows. These folks are in the smoking area and enjoying the view, and there's a similar setup on the opposite side of the ship for non-smokers. The promenade deck is similar in that there is a smoking side and a non-smoking side, but this level of the ship offers unobstructed views much closer to the waterline. If you want to stay indoors but find a good viewpoint, this is where you can go to see the view from Sorrento's Pizza, or even the Shore Excursions desk area. Or perhaps upstairs in the music hall. The venue called 270 is known for its 270-degree views from the aft of the ship, and it is another place to come for some scenic views. And if you go upstairs, there are some very comfy chairs for viewing. It seems like most people chose the solarium. There are lounge chairs all along the front, and if you go down and around the hot tub, there is an access to the outdoors, and you can snag a spot where there's a gap in the glass. From there, you can get some pretty nice photos and video. The skies seem to clear up the further out of Endicott Arm we get as we head toward Juneau. We are scheduled to dock there around 1 p.m. this same day. Juneau will be my next video in my series of Alaska on the Quantum of the Seas. Hope to see you there soon. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.